Hi everybody, I'm Susan Mulvihill. Welcome back to my garden. Boy, the temperatures are really heating up now, and I don't do very well in the heat. Maybe you don't either. So I thought what I'd do for today is talk about some strategies both for yourself and for your plants so that we all get through the hot weather beautifully. The gardener is first and foremost the most important thing, right? So make sure that you put on a hat. Use some sunscreen, especially for the things that stick out like our noses. Make sure you drink plenty of water and prioritize what you really need to do. Don't worry about all the little things that you wish you could do or you'll get totally overwhelmed and you'll be outside working for so long you just get way too hot and way too tired. Now let me show you a little strategy I have for those times that I do need to work out in the direct sun and it's so hot. When you have a project to do and you're lacking shade, why not make your own? All you need is a wheelbarrow, a little bit of black poly sprinkler pipe, some twine, and a beach or patio umbrella. This is about a foot-long piece of 3/4 inch diameter black poly sprinkler pipe. And then I used some jute twine, although nylon twine would be even better because it will last longer. And then what I did is I wrapped it around several times onto the handle with the pipe pointing up. Insert the handle of the umbrella into your pipe and then carefully, without decapitating yourself, put up the umbrella. Voila, instant shade. Another thing you might consider doing is getting up really early in the morning when it's so nice outside and getting a few gardening projects taken care of. Then go inside before it gets really hot, have your breakfast, and then work on indoor stuff where it's nice and cool inside. You could also go outside after dinner for an hour or an hour and a half and get some things done. You'd be amazed at what you can achieve. When it comes to mowing your lawn, do so less frequently and keep it at a higher height. That's because lawns will survive the heat of the summer better if they have more of a canopy, if you will. If you cut it down low at the same height that you always do, it will get burned and dry out much more quickly. Remember to keep an eye on your containers because they can dry out so quickly and before you know it they're all wilting and it's a disaster. So every now and then make sure that you poke your finger into the soil in your containers to make sure they're getting plenty of water. This time of year the vegetable garden is my top priority because it's so important that I stay on top of harvesting and any kind of problems that might crop up. However, anytime I can squeeze in a little deadheading time, meaning removing the spent flowers on plants, I try to do that because what happens is they will shut down because they think they're done for the season, and I don't want that. I want them to keep blooming. When it comes to harvesting vegetables this time of year, the best time of day to pick them is early in the morning, and that's because they'll have the most moisture content and be at the peak of perfection. In the garden, it's really important to keep an eye on the moisture that your plants are getting this time of year. And that's because as the temperatures rise, you really can't stick with the same amount of time that you've been watering your plants as you did in the spring. So put your finger down in the soil, usually about to the second knuckle, and see if it feels like it's lightly moist. That's really the goal. If you haven't done so already, put mulch on the soil surface because that will help the soil retain moisture, and a bonus is that it helps impede weed growth. What I like to use is grass clippings from our lawn because we don't use weed and feed or any other type of herbicide, so it's safe to use around the vegetable plants. Don't water in the middle of the day because when that cold water hits the warm leaves on the plants, it is going to shock them and potentially burn the leaves. The best time of day to water is early in the morning. If you have to water in the evening, make sure it's early evening so that there's enough time for any water on the leaves to dry off before nightfall. Okay, that's all for now. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Stay cool and happy gardening.